What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and man, what a day. Real quick, before I get into this, okay, I've been getting the same question by a lot of people, okay, so I feel like I just need to address it real quick, okay? Now, when I first started this channel, as everybody knows who has been subscribed to me for a while, I would set the full lineup during the video. I would set the whole entire lineup. Okay, then I would post that lineup from the video. I would post the final result of that lineup on my Twitter page. Okay, in the beginning, it wasn't a big deal because maybe 10 people would use that lineup. Well, eventually, once DFS Squad started growing and the channel started growing, I got more and more people using that exact same lineup until finally, because they were successful. You know what I'm saying? So these people coming now that the channel is up, need to go back to when I would put up the lineup every fucking day and see how successful the lineup was majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see how I play or whatever, you can go back in time and see how I do things, okay? So that, at the end of the day, look, here's what I'm saying, all right? Today was a very good day for me, okay? I made a total of 7 lineups. All right? 7 lineups. The majority of my lineups, I had 5. Okay, I have 5 of the lineups in the early slate, which I crushed. I crushed the early slate, guys. If you saw the video for yesterday's slate, then you saw that the lineup that I put in the video ended up being very successful. If you used that lineup, you cashed 100%. I profited around $85 to $100. I'm not sure exactly because I still have a game going right now in this main slate that I might end up cashing. But here's the deal. Here's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm only getting to right now. Okay? When I make these lineups, the reason why I started selling the lineups is because there was so many people using the same one. Well, now I'm selling a bunch more because people come back for more. People come back. Most of my people are recurring customers. Okay? And we get some new people mixed in. So I'll have about 40 people a day I need to send a lineup to. It would be dumb for me to send the exact same lineup to all 40, wouldn't it? Because at that point, it's the same thing. You still got a bunch of people using the same lineup, 40 people using the exact same lineup in the same tournament, and you're fucked still. So that's not what I do. I want to explain to you guys what I do, okay? Let's say I have 40 people I need to send a lineup to. I will make 8 variations of a lineup to the point where I love every single 8 for a different reason. And then I will send those 8. Every 5 people will get a different lineup, okay? And that's how it is. So some people might have the lineup that cashes. Some people might have a lineup that doesn't cash. I want you guys to understand that because I've had a bunch of people come to me like, hey, these people are posting about how the lineup did great or whatever, but the lineup I got from you earlier didn't end up cashing. Or my lineup cashed. Why do you sound like you're down about losing? It's not because I'm down if I give you a lineup, right, and that lineup cashes, and I lost in some other lineups, no matter what, if I don't win all of them, I'm going to be disappointed that I didn't. I'm a competitor. I love competing, so I hate losing. So on the lineups that I don't hit, I like to look at them and be like, damn, what could I have done different? And every time I look at my losing lineups, I'm like, damn, man, if I didn't know the result of this game, I wouldn't change anything. And that is what it is, man. I create my lineups to perfection, till they're perfection in my eyes. All varieties of them are good, okay? So the lineup that I give you, if you get a lineup from me, the lineup that I give you, there's probably going to be 4 other people with that same lineup. Other than that, the rest of the people have different ones. I do variations, so when some people might be hitting with one variation, another variation might not have worked, and I'm sorry that variation didn't work for you. But, I mean, I can't do anything about it. It's not like I'm picking and choosing like, oh, I want this person to win. Oh, I don't want this person to win. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it is. I randomly send them out. So that's just it, because I've been having a lot of people saying, hey, why are you complaining about losing? Like, the lineup you gave me won. It's because I just don't like losing at all. And that's not the only lineup I played. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to explain that so we can handle that, because I've been having a lot of people come to me about that. I send out variations, guys. And if you want to see my success rate, you can go back to the earlier videos. I used to set the complete lineups, and then the next day we would almost at least every other day we were winning big, which is why my base grew as fast as it did too. All right, so I just wanted to cover that, guys. I want you guys to understand that not all of you guys are getting the same lineups. There are variations. So when you lose, another might win. When one wins, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, okay? I have no control over it. I create all the lineups to the best of my ability, all right? Now, to tonight's slate. So I have some lineups that are doing good, okay? But then I have some lineups that were doing great in the beginning, but then busted later on. And that shit is getting so fucking tired. I'm getting tired of that shit, because when a player will go crazy for 30 points in the first quarter and then score a total of 2 more points the rest of the game, that's ridiculous. How does that happen when the game is still close? Like, I don't understand that. But in the early slate, I ended up cashing on almost all of my lineups, because I had a couple of different variations, but they were just very slight. My James Johnson variations are the ones that ended up pulling me to the cash today. Well, yesterday, because you're probably watching this today. But, you know, James Johnson ended up pulling me to the cash. If you had James Johnson, you did very well, because he was a very good bargain. So James Johnson did amazing. Whiteside was killing it, and then he slowed down. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Like the video down below. Let's get 200 plus likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's cover this high five real quick, because the intro was long. I just wanted to make sure everybody is aware of that. Okay, when I send out a lineup, nobody, maybe a couple, 2 to 3 other people are getting that same lineup. Other than that, you're not having to worry about a bunch of people with the same one, okay? So that's it. And if you see somebody posting how they're successful with one, that's just because they ended up having the winning variation. That's it. And in playing, this is the reason why the Sharks win every night. Because the Sharks play hundreds of lineups, to the point where the probability is very high for them to take a big winning, at least in one of them. And it makes for their night. They put in thousands, they win tens of thousands. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's get right into the slate for today, man. We got some good games on this slate. Russell Westbrook against Golden State at home in OKC. This game should be a good game. I don't see any team pulling away from the other team. They're in OKC. I expect this game to stay close. I love it. I love it for fantasy purposes. And 13,300. I've gotten to the point where I don't even look at his price. I don't even look at Russell Westbrook's price, man. He has been going so crazy lately that if you don't have somebody going that crazy, if Russell goes for 75 plus and you don't have him in your lineup, you are not going to win. And when Russell Westbrook has a matchup like this against Golden State, it's just something that some people will take the chance and not play him. Some people will, and that's going to be the difference between winning and losing. Okay, so Russell Westbrook has got to be in the high five. They're not going to be able to slow Russell Westbrook. He's going to have his way against Golden State. It's going to be a good game overall, period, on both sides. I like Steph Curry as well. It's going to be a good game, man. Going to the shooting guard position. This is my favorite high five player of the day, just because I'm excited to see how it goes. Kent Bazemore is going to be out for the game against Charlotte. With Kent Bazemore out, Tim Hardaway Jr. will be entering the starting lineup. Tim Hardaway Jr. has proven that he can do a lot with starter minutes. Not only is Kent Bazemore out, but Paul Millsap is out. They are going to need a lot of people to step up offensively in this game. Okay, Tim Hardaway Jr. is a pure scorer. He is a scoring machine. He is going to have his way from that perimeter, from the three-point line against Charlotte, man. He loves pulling those threes, and it is a perfect game to do so against a team that gives up the most threes in the league. At Charlotte, this game should be a good game here, I'm hoping. I'm hoping Atlanta can keep it close without Millsap. I think they can. So we'll see how it goes. But Tim Hardaway Jr. in the position he's in with the start at 5,800, he should easily exceed value here. Now at the power forward position, with all these beasts that I'm going to be putting in this high five, with how sexy this high five is going to look, you got to have one person that's not big name, and that's Matt Barnes. The big name doesn't matter here, guys. Against OKC, they're a big team down low. Steven Adams and Cantor are big guys. So I expect Golden State to run a bigger, more physical lineup. Okay, McCaw's not big and physical. McCaw's very skinny and tiny. And, you know, Matt Barnes is perfect for this type of situation against against Golden State. Against OKC. Okay, he's going to get a lot of run here because they're going to want to play a bigger lineup against Steven Adams and Enes Kanter. Okay, so Matt Barnes should get some good minutes here, and he has got to be in the high five for only 4,300. I think he exceeds value easily here. At the center position, it's not because I'm from there, but I got to go another Atlanta Hawk. Dwight Howard. Let me put this in perspective for you guys. Marcin Gortat just got 16 rebounds against Charlotte the other day. He got 16. Gortat is not known for his amazing out-of-this-world rebounding. Howard is known to be the crazy fucking boss-ass rebounder. And Dwight Howard going against a team that just gave up 16 rebounds to Gortat in a game where he's going to be asked to score more as well without Paul Millsap, I've got to go Dwight Howard in the high five at only 7,000. I think he destroys value here. It's going to be a great performance for Dwight Howard, man. Charlotte has no answer down low for a big man like Dwight Howard down there. All right, and that just is what it is, man. Now, this isn't the first time, and this won't be the last time. I'm having two centers in the high five, and that's because I just can't help myself. I just cannot help myself. At 7,700, Nikola Vucevic. Vucevic is going against a team that's worst in the league against centers. Not only that, but they're in Orlando in a game that I expect to be tight and quick-paced. Both of these teams are fast-paced teams. Vucevic is going to get some good rebounds here. It should be a good scoring matchup. And he should get pretty much every rebound. I like Richaun Holmes on the other side of the ball, but Vucevic is going to go berserk here, man. Centers go crazy against Philly. Vucevic is a very good center. We all know DFS-wise he can fucking get 50-plus easy. Vucevic is a game changer, and I have got to put him in the high five. He's just so sexy to me, no homo. At 7,700, he has got to be in the high five. There it is, guys. Russell Westbrook, Tim Hardaway Jr., Matt Barnes, Dwight Howard, and Nikola Vucevic are my high five for today. All right? Now, going on to the bargain bin. Now, at the bargain bin, we got some cheap options that I'm going to cover. Around the 4,000 area and below is where I try to stay. But sometimes I'll go a little above if there's just not many good options cheap. At the point guard position, if Isaiah Thomas comes back, Rozier isn't a good value, and pretty much he's the best value I see here. Rozier will be good value if Isaiah Thomas doesn't play, but he's expected to play. So I'm not too big on Terry Rozier, but if he does happen to miss, I love him as a bargain bin guy at 3,600. All right. Patrick Beverley at home in Houston against Denver for only 51 is a great value as well, but that's as expensive as I'm going to go. There's not great value at the point guard position at the real cheap cost today. Now, at the shooting guard position, they've been giving a lot of minutes to that Cabrera guy. I know I'm fucking his name up, but the guy from Philly. They've been giving the young guy a lot of minutes because they're trying to get their young guys more play now that they have no chance in the playoffs. So he should get a lot of minutes, and against Orlando, it's a good matchup at 3,800. I absolutely love him. I also really love Bellinelli against Atlanta. I really like Bellinelli. Stauskas. Sorry, guys, I'm sick. Stauskas has been playing very solid lately. He's very consistent over 20, and at 3,400, that is great value to hit, man. So there you go. And then a small forward real quick. My favorite value play of the day is my boy, Taurean Prince. The young guy on Atlanta Hawks, man. Now, he has been getting a lot of minutes lately. They see what they have in him. He has been playing amazing. He got 29 minutes against Memphis. And then he got 31 minutes against Portland. He got 32 fantasy points and 24 fantasy points. All right, this is a good game for Taurean Prince to shine here, man. He's been playing so good. I expect him to keep it up. And at only 3,500, Taurean Prince has got to be my bargain bin play of the day. I love Taurean Prince. I called him Smith. At the center position, real quick, I'm going to cover some cheap center options. Like I said before, Holmes is my favorite value play. I love this guy. Okafor is most likely not going to play. So Holmes is an amazing value at 5,100, man, with Okafor not playing. I love Holmes a lot here. I love him. Ersan Ilyasova, another Atlanta Hawk that's got to be in this conversation. Okay, he will start for Paul Millsap against Charlotte, who struggles down low and they struggle at the perimeter. Ilyasova is a great three-point shooter. Ilyasova is going to get value pretty easily here at only 5,000. He is great value. Marcin Gortat. Like I said, he just got 16 rebounds against Charlotte the other day. Boston also is very bad against big men down low. Gortat should do very well here, man. Boston is not a good rebounding team. Gortat just got 16 rebounds. That adds up to be a nice game for Gortat if he can keep that rebounding up. So I love Gortat as well. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video so much. Hit me up if you want to line up from me. $5 for a day, $20 for 5 days. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at Cam_ATL. And let's get this money. I'm out.